Om Sri Guru Paramparaya Namaha. Om Sri Guru Pyo Namaha. Om Sri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. That Sthula Jagat is the distinct condition of Jagrat. Swapna is the distinct condition of Sukshma, subtle. And everything is in subtle thing. Means what I mean to say, all the feelings are in the mind, not in the body. Through body, we get something else. Suppose there is a cut, and the mind, maximum portion goes over there. That is why, suppose there is an operation. If you touch, oh, don't touch, don't touch. Why? The body is inert, but the mind, one big amount, big portion went over there, means stays over there, stay connected with it. Yesterday, suddenly I got a phone call. One of our devotees, close relative. I did not know them ever. One couple, they have only son. Maybe newly married. The wife is pregnant. And the boy is so nice. Lives in Hyderabad. Yoga instructor. Never drinks a single drop of alcohol. Against of smoking. Suddenly passed away in heart attack. Whoever else will listen later, don't be encouraged that I have to start smoking or drinking. So the thing is, so that devotee requested me that Swamiji, you tell dharmam mitra mritasya cha. Dharma, the shastra, the scriptures are the actual ultimate friend of a dying person. Dying person doesn't mean who are going to die. Actually, who has died, he has lived. But rest are dying. Have you thought about it? जो मर गया वो तो बच गया, लेकिन जो लोग को छोड़ के जाते हैं हर पल उनका मृत्यु यंत्रणा होता है. I went there immediately. I was very tight over there. You can imagine the condition of the parents and the wife. I spent there 1.5 hours. They became normal. by the grace of Guru, by the grace of Ishvara. And when the wife started shouting, "Why have you called a Swami? I don't believe in Ishvara and all those things. Take him away, take him away." That same lady cried and requested me, "Can you come tomorrow?" By the grace of Guru, I told, "Yes, I will." So I will go again today. Guru's grace is like that. But really, dharma, mitra, dharma, mitra, mritasya cha. Where is the problem? In the sukshma sharira, in the subtle body. If you can understand Shastra, this is the best shock absorber. When the car, maximum of you drive or you are having car. So which car is more costly? The costly car means not only gives a lot of comfort, the shock absorber is high quality. Shastra, if you really understand, by the grace of Guru, and by the grace of Guru, if you get right Acharya who has understood the Shastra properly and tells you, you can feel, you can understand, you can know yourself. You will see the worst time, it's according to our prarabdha. But how you will react, that's on you. And you have no idea how terribly, I'm using that derogatory terminology, terribly supports on that time. You have no idea. Anything else. So everything is prana dharma. And Vyapriti, yesterday in 100 sloka, it was there. B a pri dhatu. B upasarga, a upasarga, and pri dhatu. Clear? 102 we will chant. 101 we have completed yesterday. Andhvatva mandatva patutta dharmaha. Uchvasa nishvasa vijrimbhanakshut. Prasyandanadyut kramanadikah kriyaha. Pranadikarmani vadanti tadnyaha. Pranasya dharma vashana pipase. उच्छ्वास निश्वास विजृंभणक्षुत् प्रस्यन्दनाद्युत्क्रमणादिकाः क्रियाः प्राणादिकर्माणि वदन्ति तज्ज्ञाः प्राणस्य धर्मा वसना पिपासे. Whoever are not familiar with the Sanskrit script and can't chant properly, please don't be loud. Nath Babu, I told something else. Who are not familiar with the chanting of these things, then what is the best way? Chanting in little softer way and listen to others, what others are chanting. Okay. I'm not telling, I'm not mentioning any name. Okay. It may be me, anyone else, but everyone else. Uchvasa Nishvasa Vijrimbhana Kshut Prasyandan Adi Utkramanadika. Uchvasa means breathe out. Nishvasa means breathe in. Vijrimbhana means yawning. Then Kshut. Kshut means भूख भी हो सकता है, and sometimes, flame, cough, etc. Yes. Not, yes, sneezing you can say, but Bijrimbhanam means yawning, high তোলাও. আপনার বাংলা বই যেটা পড়ছেন সেখানে ভুল লেখা আছে. That's why I told that listen to me, because you don't know where the wrong thing has been written. That's why I tell. Then there, Bijrimbhana means sneezing, it is written. Kshut means a written cough, but kshut means hunger also. Okay. Then utkramana, prasyanda and utkramana. Prasyanda means the vayu, sometimes the gas problem is there and we pass air, that is prasyandan. And when we barp, that is utkramana. Everything is prana dharma. Pranadi karmani. Kriyaha, all the kriya is pranadi karmani. All those, the activities of pancha prana. Clear? Tad jnaha vadanti. जो लोग प्राण लेकर काम करते हैं, those who are verily expert on prana, the life forces or the vital airs, they tell it. See here, see the greatness of Shankaracharya ji. Shankaracharya ji is such an acharya who has taken all the good things of all darshana. I don't know, have you ever got any chance to study or read any other darshana shastra? Means bhakti shastra, Advaita, and other darshana. Except their philosophy, they fire left and right to all philosophies. But the beauty of Bhagavan Shankaracharya's commentary or writing, who is the profounder, profound narrator of Advaita Vedanta, he has taken all the good things of all philosophies. Only in conclusion, he was stand still in his own philosophy. Otherwise, he could not stand the philosophy. Even in some places, if you study, he has taken from Charvak also. That in Brahma Sutra, some commentary, in Gita, some little portion which is not contradictory to his decision, conclusion. সিদ্ধান্ত যে এক ব্রহ্ম পরো নাস্তি, এই সিদ্ধান্তের অনুপন্থী যা যা কিছু যার যার ভালো আছে, Bhagavan Shankaracharya has accepted it. See, the prana and everything is very deeply discussed in yoga philosophy. Bhagavan Shankaracharya has taken and mentioned Tajñaha Vadanti, who works with it, who knows it properly, expert, I have taken from them. That is the greatness of our Acharya. And it is not only his greatness, we have to accept it. How? If my neighbors or anything else, any good point is there, any good point of characters are there, we should adopt it. Even Swami Vivekananda, many a times he has told. That is why he told, that মুসলিমের এই কোয়ালিটিটা নিতে হবে, we have to accept Hindus this quality, খ্রিস্টানদের এই কোয়ালিটিটা অ্যাকসেপ্ট করতে হবে, assimilation is a religion. Swamiji many a times told, Swami Vivekananda. So that's the thing. এসো এসো, ও এটাকে শান্তনু না কাগজ? আচ্ছা। উচ্ছ্বাস নিঃশ্বাস বিজিম্ভনক্ষোৎপ্রস্যন দনাদি উৎক্রমণাদিকাः ক্রিয়াः প্রাণাদিকর্মাণি, who says tajñaः vadanti. Adhikantu ashana pipase pranasya dharmau. Beside that, our desire for food, ashana, and pipasa, thirst, that is there also prana dharma. And it is related to mind. From today, you can watch it. Our body's requirement is very less. Believe me, our body's requirement is very less. Throughout the day we eat to pamper our mind. Means to pamper our prana. That prana wants anything extra apart from your requirement. If you acquire, that is poison. That may be food, that may be wealth. Anything else, whatever you keep, accept, pamper, acquire, nurture, nourish more than your requirement, actually they are poisons. You can, Nath Babu, in class, please don't disturb. See everyone how they are calmly listening. So the thing is, you will see, just observe the whole day and ask yourself, I really require it. And you will find that our mind out of greed, that is why the sugar patients, the diabetic patients, they ask more sugar. The person of having obesity, how much they are eating, and people say he is a big body, so he needs a big food. No, it's absolutely wrong. Everything is our mind's demand. Mana eva manushyanam bandha karana mokshaya. This is Mahavakya for the student. Mind alone is the cause of your everything, all worst thing. And that mind only can liberate you. कोई ऐसे व्यक्ति है जिनको खाने के बाद भूख लगता है. अरे, I was like that. After having food, I need to eat something else. Some ammas are here also. They care for me. Suppose phoned me, Swamiji, dinner is over. And I was talking and I was eating some. Swamiji, what are you eating? Why are you eating right now? Their mother. So I told, oh, not intentionally, means some important thing I am discussing, and suddenly, so last 4 months, there is not a bit of things in my room. And after finishing off the lunch, breakfast or dinner, I immediately come to room where there is no food. So I realized, see, as much as you don't experiment with yourself, you can't understand the impact of Shastra. Instead of that, we do experiment with the others instead of us, and we make a mess. Always make yourself guinea pig. Guinea pig. And experiment yourself. What about you are studying here? You apply it. Clear? See what Gurudev is writing. Experts call inhalation, exhalation, yawning. See, Gurudev has correctly written yawning and sneezing, both. Yawning, sneezing, secretion, death, and so on as functions of the pranas, while hunger and thirst are the dharmas of the main pranas. You know that Udana Vayu work is like manager. When a subtle body leaves this gross body, finally, that Udan Vayu takes all the pranas together. And finally, the Udan Vayu goes out from any gate. We are having 9 gates, and who are the yogi, hatha yogi mainly, their prana goes from here. Not only it will burst, there should be some black patch of blood, or from here the uh, worst part of the blood will go, because maximum of yogis, hatha yogi, not Vedantic, hatha yogis, they learn the kriya of death, but it's an extreme level, not because, the extreme level Mahatmas, they can understand everything else. So, which is not conducive, don't ask them, don't force them to tell. I knew one Jain Swami. I met him in Girnar. It's a rainforest and dense forest. Very less people go over there, no car, nothing, because you can't go. You have to cross 2 rivers, very small, it's just stream. He told me one thing about his guru. His guru was then also alive. How many hundred of years, nobody knows. So one lady lost his husband after getting marriage of 2 months. And just after passing away, after 9 months, that lady gave birth of a son. And they were literally upset and all those things. So that Mahamuni went for begging alms. And they started asking that yogis and Mahatmas, everything knows. And that mainly ladies started telling that I love my husband still, because they got love marriage. Please don't tell anything else. I am having only one question, that what gati my husband got, Devagati or Rakshasagati or Pashugati. That Muni told, don't ask me, please. But Sadhu Vakya, that Muni told, he got Manushyagati. Whenever that lady heard that Manushyagati, then only she could not control his inquisitiveness. She asked, he has already born. Yes. In which loka? The Muni told, because the Muni was in the meditation, he repeatedly requested, don't ask me. Because his Swami will not speak any lies. He told, in this Prithvi. Then that lady asked, in which continent? He told that in Bharatvarsha, then where? In Madhya Pradesh, they also live. And Madhya Pradesh is our state. Which city? Bhopal. Sagar. Sagar, one place is there. In which colony? Jain colony. At which home? At this home. Then she asked, whenever I produced my baby, 3 babies were produced. मेरा जेठानी का एक और दूसरे का कोई और मेरा कौन सा? And that Muni told that what the son you have given birth in this form. Now just see, ये सुनकर किसका ना वैराग्य आएगा? जीवन में किसका वैराग्य नहीं आएगा? Whom he called his husband, her husband. Now he is as his son. And the lady's life was horrible afterwards. So so never we are parisan with our this life. Many people, for their unnecessary inquisitiveness, Swamiji, I just want to know what was my past life, who was my parents. Whom you love too much, if you see that this age or this life is the most enemy, what will be your reaction? So live this life and don't instigate anyone else for the unnecessary question. That Vedanta gives us the ultimate solution of life, that you are none of them. You are not this body, not this mind, not this intellect. Everything is mithya, 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 mithya. Only Brahman, that you are, and that is the only reality. Even that waking state, dream state, and deep sleep state, they are all relative. Because when you are sleeping, it is a working time for some other people. So what is relative, that is mithya. Only Brahman is the reality that you are, which is irrespective, which is beyond time, beyond space, beyond causation. You are unattached. You are untouched. Asangoham, 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 niranjana. I am untainted. That's the Vedantic truth. Accept it. Now, the most desirable thing, that is ego, abhiman. अंतःकरणमेतेषु चक्षुरादिषु वर्ष्मणि अहमित्यभिमानेन तिष्ठत्याभासतेजसा. The inner equipment has its seat of expression in the sense organs such as the eye and so on, identifying with them, it exists, clothed in just the reflection of the Atman. The mind functions through the five organs of perception. When the mind is controlled, the sense organs are controlled. The sense organs are the platforms upon which the mind functions, and they can only functions when the mind enlivens them. When I say I am seeing what exactly happens within me, the light of consciousness functioning in the mind is I. This mind, thrilled by the consciousness and functioning through the sense organs, becomes the seer. Therefore, the Atman itself is not the seer, nor the hearer, nor the smeller, nor the taster, nor the toucher. Only when it functions through the mind does it become the illuminator of what the senses are doing. For in the pure consciousness, there are no objects at all. It is one without a second. Eteshu, these all. Chakshuhu adishu. In chakshu, etc., in eyes, etc., all organs of senses and organs of actions, Jnanendriya or Karmendriya mein. Varshmani, in the body, Sharira. Aham iti abhimanena. Aham iti abhimanena means I see, I hear. Listen, listen, listen. I will tell you one thing. Do you know what I have seen last night? That I have seen, I have heard this sort of expression, that is aham iti abhimanena. Antahkaranam, antahkarana, inner instrument. How? Actually, this is the abhas, glimpse of Tejasa, Chaitanya. This is called Chidabhas. Brahman is only one. Main Vedantic question is Aham Brahmasmi. Then millions of Vedantic student is telling Aham Brahmasmi. Then how many Brahmans are there? So who are the individuals? They are the Chidabhas. The Brahman or the Supreme Consciousness is only one. There is no second. So who we are the Chidabhasa. We are the reflector of the pure consciousness, whose reflecting medium is much more clearer, very clearer. They are considered as Mahatma, where the pure consciousness gets reflected very nicely as the pure mirror in front of you. If there is a sun, and the sun will be reflected nicely. You should know the sun gets reflected in the stone, in the bricks, in the house. That is why we can see the object. That is the theory of seeing. If the light is absorbed, we can't see anything else. And that's the concept of black hole, where the light is absorbed, where there is no reflecting media, so we can't see anything else. When the light gets reflected in the chair, in the idol, in the statue, in me, my skin, my shirt, this mic, everything else is reflecting this light. That is why you can see. So the person is alive when we tell it. When the reflecting media means the Sukshma Sharira or subtle body is there inside, where the pure consciousness gets reflected, then we say that he is an enlivened person. And where that reflecting medium is verily pure, sadhana chatushtaya sampanna adhikari, where there is no dart, the reflection is wonderful, as if the pure consciousness it is. If there is a very clear mirror and sun gets reflected, we can't distinguish which is the real sun, that one or this one. The same thing. Brahmavid, Brahmaiva Bhavati. And we prostrate them because the pure consciousness is getting reflected so nicely. That is why we prostrate Mahatmas, where the reflecting media is dart free. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Guru Pyo Namaha. Harihi Om.